Are you reality grounded? Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. You know, reality's a funny thing. And if you don't pay attention to it, it'll come up and bite you eventually. One way or the other, there does seem to be a reality. There does seem to be things, a world, a system of laws or what have you. There's a nature that exists beyond us and beyond what's going up in our heads, going on in our minds and our imagination. And that's reality. Reality is what it is. It's a mathematical thing. It's beyond human mathematics, but mathematics and more mathematical science directly relates to it. It's meant to try to explain to us the definiteness. I can't think of the word, but to talk about how specific reality really is. That's math and science get us closer to understanding that. But reality is something that it's undeniable. And if you work enough in business, you realize that it's not about you, and it's not about really what you want in the long run. What really matters in the long run is what is going on, and then the way you'd like to have it. And seeing what you can do to take it from where it is to where you want it to be. Where you want it to be isn't reality. Where you want it to be is where you think it should and can and will go. There's an expectation factor in there, but you have to know where you're at first. You have to be honest about reality, what is happening in the now. Not what happened forever up until now, not even the immediate past, but what is happening right now. And there's one major thing you got to watch on this, and that's not being emotional, not being caught up in your emotions. Now, we're all emotional to some extent. We've got emotions, but being separate enough from your emotions to be able to see as close as possible the black and white now, that changes everything. And that allows you to see where you can go next. If you can't be honest, if you can't see clearly what is happening right now, what your circumstances truly are, you won't be able to go forward, because there's a recording playing of the past in your mind. I'll give you a great example. I was having a conversation with my friend, and he knows who he is, and he's living on the other side of the world. And we had a really good conversation today. We've been talking for a few weeks now, and we had a really good conversation about where he's at. And it was very clear that he was stuck, and that solutions were completely beyond him. And it's because he was not in reality. He was in this alternate reality that we've all been in at some point. You may be in it right now, in this alternate reality in your mind that says it's not going to work, nothing can happen right, I'm being punished, I'm this, all this garbage. It's not the words even, it's the feeling that comes behind it. And we get stuck in this realm of nonsense. And it is nonsense. It's not reality. But to be able to sit back and be able to watch that, see that it's not reality, see that the emotions that fuel it are not reality. As you can do that, you slowly start to get a feel for what reality is. You slowly start to get a feel for what may be possible. And even if you don't have a lofty goal or a dream that you're centered on and you're moving towards, even if you don't have that, being able to take one step at a time in front of you, small baby steps forward, is all that's necessary. But that's what being reality-based is all about. and we had a great talk about that, and I think I know that he got something out of it. I know I got something out of it just bringing it up, because the same thing's true of me. I've got that same, that we've all got that dark side that speaks to us and tries to steer us the wrong direction. And it's not reality. Reality is much more positive, even though it's not emotional. Reality is a very unemotional, straightforward thing, and it's important that as time goes on, you get more acquainted with it. That's what being reality grounded is all about. So why am I talking about being reality grounded? It's because it is the third pillar of BrianJPombo.com. When I'm working with new partners, when I'm going into a business for the first time, I'm looking to instill some very clear-cut principles, and they're almost always somewhere in the realm of these three pillars. One being relationship reliant. Two, which we discussed earlier, we discussed in an earlier conversation, being relationship reliant. Two, being system based, which we just talked about yesterday. And three, being reality grounded. Reality grounded is the most important of all of those, because if you can be reality grounded, you can find all the other principles. But you have to be in contact with that part of you that recognizes what's true and what isn't true. And to know that, you have to know, first off, that there is a true and there is a not true in the world. There's a reality and there's an unreality, and that unreality is not, it doesn't exist, but it seems to be stronger, louder, and it seems to be more visual and everything else. It just seems to be everywhere. But in reality, it's not the case. In reality, reality is the strong thing. It's the strong force in the universe, and you just have to know it. Hopefully that makes sense. We're talking about some very abstract concepts, but hopefully it's helpful to you. If you agree with that, hey, go check out my book, 9 Ways to Amazon-Proof Your Business. This is me attempting to take some principles from the realm of reality and make it to where it's easily digestible for you, and to take you in a direction that can help your business, because it's really using a lot of very straightforward ideas of both mathematics but also psychology, human psychology, because when you're in business, you're looking to communicate with other humans. And sometimes that's the most difficult thing in the world to do, is to get your message through everybody's thick skulls. And this is what this book is all about. 9 Ways to Amazon-Proof Your Business. You can go pick up a copy wherever books are sold. Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, all the other great bookstores out there. And you can even get a free copy at my website if you want to have a digital copy to read on your phone or computer. Go to AmazonProofBook.com. AmazonProofBook.com. That's all I have for today. You have a good one. We'll be back tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and just let the magic happen.